Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes.
I'm a grown-ass man. See, I'm a grown-ass man. Grown-ass man.
Hey everybody, King Dingbat here. I'm in my garage with a cigar. It's only a candy cigar because my wife won't let me smoke one after I put that big fat head up in our bedroom.
Let's get rid of that. At this point, I'd be happy for Dak to be playing for somebody else. And my team stinks. I agree. Stinks.
They laugh about us. We're a disgrace. We suck.
I am now Philly 500's bitch.
Dallas still stinks.
Fall in love with somebody.
Sorry, I forgot to unmute it. Yo, by the way, King Dingbat here, and I'm sorry I'm late. I'm sorry I muted myself. I'm a Dingbat. What can I say? I was so worried about trying to be on time, and I was still late, and then I muted myself. But what's going on, everybody? How you doing? We should be good to go now. Art, make peace, man. Welcome to Dingbat Nation again, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Thank you. And sorry, I guess if I was a little late, But you know what? It's okay because
Always fall in love with somebody. I'm in love with the big man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm in love with the big. Oh my God.
Mark Holmes is stalking me, man. He's stalking me. Oh no, what's with this guy? Hey, Jadis Young, I see you talking crap in there. What's up with that, man? You'll never get that wrench. Keep talking to me like that. I don't know who you think you are, All right, so Eagles, day 2 of camp. Well, day 3 of camp, day 2 of practice. Offense struggles, so they say. Defense looks good. Kenneth Gainwell gets first team carries. Well, does this mean anything? I don't know. It's kind of crazy, right? What's up, Mav? Dragonfire, what's going on? Marcus, Backyard Birds Podcast, what's going on? Brandon Jones, Dijon, Jacob, Witch King of Agmar, what's going on? Brandon says, I'm an Eagles fan from Memphis, Tennessee, and seeing the firsthand what Gainwell can do. Baby Westbrook. Hey, look, I hope he is. I hope so. Mayday 69, what's happening, man? What's going on with you? Ha 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 ha, you are a bozo. Did you have to use Siri to spell bozo? Mark Holmes has probably made more videos about the Eagles this summer than Philly Shakes and LB combined. He is obsessed about the Eagles. He's having nightmares. He is scared to death. He's scared to death of the Eagles. There's no question about it. Ever since Jordan Davis, he's been scared. Josh and Stewart, what's going on, man? What's up with you? What's up, Philly? How's everyone today? Everyone's blessed. God is good all the time. Absolutely. Fly, Eagles, fly. Peace, man. Good to see you. He was loving Jordan Davis, but when they got him, he all of a sudden sucks. Hater. We just try. Oh, God. Dude, I've got the clips. The guy was in love with Jordan Davis, was telling me before the draft they were going to trade up for Jordan Davis, but it didn't happen. Now Jordan Davis stinks. Cowboy fans are crazy. McNabb Fat 5, what's going on, man? Slasher, what's up, man? It's good to see you guys, man. It's good to get back in the swing of things with the streaming. I'm going to try to do these on all the days that the Eagles practice. No question about it. Oh, look at that wrench. Look at that wrench next to Jadis Young's name. Your nickname's both. Yeah, you're never getting that wrench at this rate. Keep it up. Gain will replace Miles Sanders' production. I mean, he may. Listen, my thoughts on it are this. I'm not going to read too much into Gainwell getting first-team reps today. If it's like every day he's getting first team reps, fine. We don't know. They could just be interchanging them. If Miles gets first team reps tomorrow, it's not a big deal. You know what I mean? So I'm not super worried about it. Gainwell is better than Miles at receiving short yardage. I think coaching staff feels that he is better overall back than Miles. Miles is a great runner between the 20s. Well, and Miles is one of those guys that can always at any time go out and can go out and break an 80-yarder, break a 70-yarder. Let me go to here so I can see what kind of child membership this is. All right, LB and Fizz Transport. Welcome to Dingbat Nation. Thank you, man. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. I'll have one coming out later. No doubt about it. You've been calling people bozo lately. I've been calling people other words, but I can't say it. I'll get in trouble here. Cowboys need to be scared. Thus, the Ross reminds me of 17, but so much better. But the competition is much better. I mean, I think, and they're younger. I think they're much younger. You know, I mean, when the Eagles, when we went into the 2017 season, I really thought I had the Giants winning the division. I don't remember why, but I had the Giants winning the division, and I had the Eagles making a wild card. You know. Oh, Mark Holmes is self-destructing over Jordan Davis. Absolutely. Can't wait to see new Kobe Dean pick off everyone in the NFC East. I can't wait either, man. Ramal, what's going on, man? Yeah, it's been a while. I know. This is my second stream since May. You know, it is what it is. Would I have given Dak Prescott $40 million? Yeah, I think you have to. I mean, I think Dallas had to. I don't think they had a choice. To be quite honest with you, yeah, I would have, but it's going to kill him. You know. Bold prediction: who's going to break out? I think Josh Sweat goes double-digit sacks. Josh Sweat goes double-digit sacks. That would be huge for us, right? Because I think you got to get double-digit sacks with Haason Reddick, and then I think you need to get around double-digit sacks or just under. Have a couple guys at 8 or 9. You know, we've got to improve the sacks. And I know a big thing today. They're talking about Haason Reddick. Haason Reddick's going to drop back in pass coverage at times. I think we knew that was going to happen. The question is how much. If he's doing it too much, then yeah, I'll have a problem with it. The first and foremost, we brought Haason Reddick to get to the quarterback, you know? Josh Sweat is going to have a huge season now that Barnett won't be on the other side causing 6 penalties. Now, Barnett's here, though. I mean, Derek Barnett's here. That's the problem. Mark Holmes makes so many videos with fake content. You see the video he made saying all our players are out of shape. That's why practice day 1 was only 58 minutes. He's reaching. Did he say that? Did he really say that? I didn't hear him say that, but that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. I mean, I heard good things about the guy's shape. If you look at Devontae Smith, looks like he put on weight. They said Jalen Reagor came in and is in like fantastic shape. What the hell is he talking about? Oh, this is Mark Holmes, all right? This is Mark Holmes.
Play. We had one. Yo, you gotta be motherfucking kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. We have no time for one more play.
Look at this motherfucker running from
a. What was that bullshit? That is not right. Oh, that's some bullshit. What was that? We had enough time for one more play. We had an opportunity to win that game at the end. But the referee screwed us. The brother screwed us. I'm upset, but the brother screwed us.
At least they fought back and tried.
Only Cowboys games.
You literally.
The brother screwed us. The brother screwed us. Yeah, we had one.
That is exactly what the Cowboys are set up for this year. Think about it. They have had a horrible all season in which we took all their players. Now they're going to lose a division, and they're going to do it in choke fashion, as always, you know. Kind of funny that Mark is wearing a 14 jersey in the video. It came down 14 cents. That is interesting, isn't it? I never put that together. Oh, Jadis Young asked me a question, but I should just answer. I should ignore him. Nina, what's going on with you? That's not right. Kills me every time. I know we have to torture him with it. I'm actually working on an intro that'll have some of that in it. The brother screwed us. Yes, they have time for one more play. Am I the right place? I thought we're still training camp. Field to the future. Go Birds. Training practice is over. Like an hour and hour and 18 minutes or something like that. I believe Miles can catch out of the backfield. I mean, he did it his rookie year. He did his rookie year, and then his production went way down. But I mean, I gotta think he can do it. Trav says they act like it was a 100% fact that they was going to score the next play. Well, the best part, if you see that clip play out the whole thing, he starts yelling that the referee should have stopped the clock, moved the ball, and then started it back up. It's like that's not how it works. I've never seen a team choke in so many horrible ways than the Dallas Cowboys. You go back to Tony Romo fumbling, as a field goal extra point, I can't remember. But, fumbling it, all the times that they had home field advantage, couldn't win, and then you lose that way. It's just absolutely fantastic. Oh, I forgot to read it. Never seen a cry for I know, right? Did you hear about AJ and Slay stuff, and AJ Brown had to be held back in the locker? Yeah, let me say this. I saw something on that on Twitter that AJ Brown and Darius Slay got into a heated exchange or a fight or whatever, and he had to be held back. I got to tell you, as of right now, of that one tweet, I do not believe it. I do not believe it. And here's one of the main reasons why. They're not even in pads yet or hitting. So I don't think they would have boiled over at this point already. It's too early in camp. I don't believe it at all, Reverend, what's going on, my man? Jay says 500. I know you're kidding. I'm kidding too. It's all good. Question, is it due for Mike McCarthy? Technically, I think McCarthy's job is on the line because I think if there's a big part of Dallas that wants Sean Payton. No, yeah, I didn't. I mean, I'm assuming it was fake. It just didn't make sense. Then if you look at Slay going off the field, he was not in a bad mood. He wasn't angry. He was laughing, joking around. They're not. It's not intense yet. I mean, they're not hitting. There's no live contact yet. So I'm not. I didn't. It didn't make sense. I want to see Mark Holmes scream out no with Jordan Davis picked again. Let me see if I have it. If I can find it out. Let me see here. I have it. I just got to find it. I have it ready to go, too. Well, not ready to go, but I have it cut. Let me see if I can find it. No, I have to find it. I'll get it for you in a little bit. Philly was Simmons and White our last dominant defensive ends. No, I mean we've had some good defensive ends in, if you look over the years. I mean, even when Reggie left, you had the Will Fuller, and then you had Hugh Douglas. I mean, he was pretty good. They've had some really good ones, but there has been nobody better than Ben Simmons. Don't say Clyde Simmons and Reggie White. That whole line is the best. I would say Reggie White's the best defensive lineman we've ever had. And then I would say Clyde Simmons is 2. Can't wait to see the Cowboys lose with Brady once again. Yeah, they're going to lose with Brady on Sunday Night Football. It's going to happen. That was a play call that should get you fired. Somebody should lose their job over it. Would I pay $35 million for Jalen Hurts? No. Here's my thought process. All right, if Jalen Hurts is only getting $35 million, when you have guys like Kyler Murray getting $46.1 million, and who knows what Lamar Jackson's going to get, if he's willing to take that $35 million, then it tells me he's probably not good enough to be a franchise quarterback. He's got to be able to make at least what Kyler Murray makes. Or I think then the Eagles can't believe that he's good enough. Jonathan Gannon looks to sound different this year. He seems so happy with the players he has. Going to be awesome. Yeah, I mean, look, Jonathan Gannon, I said this. He's my number one what if. Okay? Now, I know he did not have personnel last year. And I totally get it. Totally get it. But he still ran 3-4 defenses. He still ran odd fronts, and he didn't have the personnel to do it. So why are you running personnel that you don't have? Why are you running schemes that you don't have players for? That scares me a little bit. So, but I hope now that he has what he needs, he'll go to work. He's gonna be gone after this year, anyways, because he's a hot coaching name out there, and I think he probably goes. But I'm excited to see what he can do. No, Philly, we've choked a few times over. Oh, I know, but not like not that bad. That's pretty bad. You know what I'm saying? The way they lose is bad. LB and Fitz Transport, thank you for the super chat, my man. Appreciate you. Says the Cowboys is not going to be the same this year. Says Gallup is going to miss the first few weeks. Then they're going to have to take a spot. Oh, I agree. I totally agree. Not only that, but even when Gallup comes back, what percentage is he going to be? If you look at the history of that injury, not very many guys come back right away. It usually takes a year. So I don't think he's going to be what he was a year ago. You don't have Amari Cooper. You don't have Cedric Wilson. So I think their passing game takes a backward step. Seth Joyner to be. Oh, I would love Seth Joyner. I mean, I love Seth Joyner. So probably my favorite linebacker in Eagles history. I get scared that Philly will accidentally put a video on matrimonial duties instead of clips he's trying to. That almost happened. No, I'm just kidding. Never almost happened. I'm not. I always watch what I posted before I make sure it's public. So I make sure that like a boogie doesn't fall in my mouth or something crazy doesn't happen. You know. Super Tony says, yo, Philly, have you been? I've been great, man. Sorry I haven't been around since NFL draft chatting with you and Joey, but I lost my mom after the draft. I haven't been on media for a while. But I'm back, buddy. Well, Super Tony, man, it's good to see you. Rest in peace to your mother. That's never an easy thing. I totally understand it, man. And truthfully, since this is only the second stream I've done by myself since May. I kind of was taking a little break before the season started. But, man, God bless you and your family, and I'm glad that you're back. Would you be worried about it? No, I wouldn't be worried, but I think he would be an upgrade to what they got. You think Jalen will be here next year? I'm going to say I think he's going to be here. I think he's going to put up in numbers slightly better than Kyler Murray did last year, and it's going to get him a contract. That's what I think. How he played the draft so well, literally got both center and a future franchise linebacker. Cam Jurgens could have not been. Yeah, no, you're right. You're absolutely right. And if you remember in that draft, we were all thinking they're going to take Nakobe Dean in the second round. You take Nakobe Dean in the second round, Jurgens ain't there in the third, most likely. So you're absolutely right. Gallup is out till December. See, I thought he was out till week 3. If he's out to December, that's even worse, you know. Blue City Empire Sports. Lawrence Taylor is better than Reggie White. I hate this. I hate this conversation. But I will say this. Lawrence Taylor was a guy that could rush the quarterback. He could play back linebacker. He did more. Let's face it. Reggie was a defensive end. Lawrence Taylor was a linebacker. Lawrence Taylor is the scariest defensive player I've ever seen. Reggie is the greatest pass rusher of all time. Both guys are top 10 players of all time, in my opinion. But I will concede that because I think Lawrence Taylor did more. I don't like saying that, though. Jerome Brown, best defensive tackle I've ever seen on the Eagles. If he would have kept playing, you know. And listen, I say that as somebody who Reggie White's my favorite guy of all time. If he's going to drop him in the coverage. I mean, it's going to happen. You're playing hybrid fronts. They want to be able to play 4-3-3-4. They're going to move him all around. The question is what percentage do they do it? Now, I forgot to pull a stat. I wanted to pull something. Pause. Out that I thought was interesting. Now, let me see if I can find it. It's talking about Reddick's dropping back into coverage, but I don't know I don't know if I got it. Let me see. Let me see if I can find this. Because I do think there is something interesting about it. I mean, I knew that they were going to drop Reddick into coverage. They said they were when they drafted him. So that didn't surprise me. Okay. I can't find it. Anyways, there was a statistic, and it was showing the Reddick's career, and it was showing the percentages of the times that he dropped back a lot. How like when he was dropping back 40-something% of the time, he had 2 sacks. When he's dropping back 8% of the time, he had double-digit sacks. Like something like 12% of the time, he had double-digit sacks. So he can't drop back a lot. Is my point. You only can drop him back so much. Otherwise, you're gonna take opportunities away from him to get sacks. So I agree with you though. I think they say that they're going to drop him back, and they will at times. But I think the majority of his snaps are going to be to get the quarterback. Yeah, Elliot was it Elliot Shore Parks? Yeah. Damn it, I don't have it. I thought I printed it out, or not printed out, but saved it because I thought it was really interesting. If somebody can find that. And we got to see if he's right, first of all. But I know that they're going to. I don't mind that they do it as long as they don't do it enough where it's interfering with his sacks. I still can't believe with Jordan Davis and Dean in draft. I hope Dean shows the league, my man. Oh, I think he will. I mean, by all counts, they're pretty happy with him. Let me catch up. Hey, Philly 500, your opinions on my New York Giants draft? Great pick. I think the Giants played it absolute perfect. They took Thibodeau, then they got offensive tackle too. I thought they should have, like, the way they did it, they made sure they got both guys. If they take the tackle first, I don't know why his name's slipping in my mind, but they take him first, Thibodeau's not going to be there. So I think the Giants, I think they had a good draft. I think the Giants have done some good things. I just don't think you're that good still. Colin Reddick, 13, 14 sacks. Good. Yeah. I mean, that would be great. I've not seen Top Gun yet. No. Giants had a good draft. Let's be honest. The Washington Red Football Commanders are like the Eagles' little brothers. Everybody we release, they pick up McNabb, Sanchez, Jackson, Wentz. Let's go. Yeah, it always happens. You know, I mean, I heard I don't know how Wentz did like today in practice. I know his first day was up and down. You know, where Wentz is Wentz. Wentz goes out and he flashes, and then all of a sudden, he makes a couple bonehead plays. Who is your sleeper team in the NFC? Man, that's a really, really good question. In the NFC, who's my sleeper team? Man, I want to say something crazy. I'm going to say something, oh man, maybe I'm wrong here, but Chicago Bears. They're going to surprise people. Why? I think Fields is a little better than people give him credit. We'll see, though. Denzel Washington Burner, what's up? He says, do you A? What does that mean? Hey, Philly, did you hear that the Bears are leaving Chicago because the city's unsafe and the mayor is begging? Really? No, I didn't hear that. Did not hear that. The Giants need better receivers, and they need to get rid of Steve Young from Walmart. They need a quarterback, you know. I think if the Giants were to trade for Garoppolo, just let's say, I think all of a sudden they're a contender in the division. I really do. If we decide to move on from Jalen, which quarterback coming in next year's draft are the highest on? I know I haven't done my homework on it. I couldn't give you an educated name right now. I have studied 0 of them as of right now. But I tell you what, ask me that again come end of the season. I'll have a better answer. But I hope that's not the case. I hope Jalen is the guy, you know. By saying who would better, Tua, Hurts, ask Joey this. Hurts. I think Hurts is going to be better. I like Jordan Howard too, Chubbs. Only thing is I just want him to stay healthy, you know. Stay healthy. That quarterback draw was a great play, but Dak screwed up the 14-second sidelines were covered. Well, the thing is if you're going to run a draw there, you can't go for all those extra yards. You've got to get down quick. How's he supposed to know that? I think it was a stupid play. I mean, they were, it's crazy. It's a risky play. Do you think Dean will be starting by the end of the year? I do. But I do think T.J. Edwards is really good, though. I love Weed. What's up? He says the Lions. A lot of people think the Lions are going to be much improved. Same with the Saints. I'm not sure about the Saints, but you asked me for NFC team. I wanted to say somebody off the cuffs, Yeah, I was thinking about Carolina, but I just thought the Bears is like an out there pick, right? Like nobody would think that. See, a lot of people think Minnesota is going to be good. A lot of people think the Saints are going to be good, Yeah, the Bears are going to be terrible. I know. But I just wanted to throw out some team out there that nobody expects. But, Detroit, yeah, could. Now, when I say that the Bears surprise, that doesn't necessarily mean I think they make the playoffs. Am I the only one fully on board with Kenny? Thought he showed a ton as a rookie with zero expectations. I've always been a Sanders guy, but he's replaceable, and our odds are we don't resign him. Yeah. I like Gainwell. I do. I like him. I want to see more. But man, I don't know. I want Miles to be that guy. You know what I mean? Let's be real. The Eagles would have to jump the New York Giants to get Thibodeau. They would have. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. The Eagles can make it to the NFC Championship game. Yes. Listen. I know the Bears are terrible. I understand. But I wanted to throw something out there crazy because, I don't know, I think it's funner that way. And then if it happens, I look like a genius, even though I'm not. I do like Fields, though. I kind of like Fields a little bit. I still think they're far away, though, and they don't have any weapons. I kind of feel bad for Gardner Minshew because he's a good quarterback. He has potential to win with a team, either it's the Seahawks or Cowboys. Well, not with the Cowboys. Yeah, people keep saying the Bears might leave Soldier Field. I don't know anything about that. Report the Eagles are showing. Nah, Eagles don't want him. KJ Smith, thank you for Super Chat. Nate Gary here says, how many Cowboy fans are going to cry after we sweep them? All of them. All of them. I think the Vikings will win the North over Green Bay. Well, that would be surprising to me. Yeah, I mean, I think Minnesota's a playoff contender. Everybody's saying the Saints are going to be better than we think. Carolina's not a bad one. But I wanted to throw something crazy out there. Carlos Garcia, David Super Chat. So, are you going to Eagles train camp on the next 7 months? No, not this year. I'm going to try to work something out. Me and Joey are going to try to do something probably for next year. As of right now, I'm not. Out of the NFL, which quarterback has the best year, 500? Out of the NFL East, I'm sorry. Out of the NFC East, I'm going to say Jalen Hurts has the most improved year. And then I'm going to say Dak is still going to put up the better numbers than everybody else. Dak is still, even though they don't have weapons, Dak is still, in my opinion, heads and shoulder better than everybody else in the division. And then the thing with Carson is, can he stay healthy? I think Hurts most improved, but I would still have to say Dak. And Carlos, man, thank you once again for that super chat, man. Yeah, Vic Fangio was at camp. Apparently he grew up an Eagles fan, so he was there. Now, if Gannon leaves, he may be the perfect guy to bring in next year. Gardner Minshew has a candy arm. Trade him. I would keep him right now. I don't. There's no reason to trade him unless somebody's giving you a lot. Maybe Fangio will tutor Gannon. Would that be nice? That would be nice. We got 263 people in here, by the way. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and thank you guys so much for being here. It really means a lot to me, and it's fun to be back, and I'm ready. I'm ready to stream some games, man. I am not streaming the Hall of Fame game, though. I'm telling you that right now. My first football stream most likely is going to be the Eagles Friday when they play their first preseason. Come on, Mav. Why is he trash? Come on, Mav. I don't see angry faces. Is this the real Mav? Easy Money. I seen Easy Money. Oh, Easy Money went from Corral. Now it's Carson Strong. So as the day after we didn't get Corral, he started talking about Carson Strong. Everyone is blessed. Put God first. God is good all the time. Everyone say, but absolutely. Jason Kelce said the Eagles get overhyped. They play bad. Yeah, great quote. He said every time the media hypes them up, they play shitty. When they're not hyped up, they play great. But he's right. They've got to learn to play not shitty with expectations. He's so right, because the expectations this year are there, right? Well, I mean, we're already there, and I'm sorry if I'm missing some of these. Trying to catch up. I'm a little behind. Kind of wasn't expecting so many people on. Super Philly 31, man. Thank you for super chat. He says, I see Gainwell as a backup unless Sanders stays hurt. Then he will move to the number 1 spot. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think you're going to get a lot of running back by committee. I'll say this, though. Let's see practice tomorrow if Miles is not getting first teams. If it's like 3, 4, 5 days and he's not getting first team, then there's an issue. Nate Gary, KJ Smith, Dave for Super Chat. He goes, who's more annoying, a Cowboys fan or a Warriors fan? Warriors fans don't bother me at all. So I know that they could probably be annoying, but yeah, they don't bother me. What the hell is all this naked crap? Get that the hell out of there. Double moonwalk that ass. Somebody knock that out. Yeah, knock that ass out. I'm behind here. I think Washington will be better than we all think. Wentz just might be a perfect fit. Go back. I think you're right. Stupid phone. I think you're right. I think that Washington will be better than we think. I think they're going to finish second. But I still think Dak's the best quarterback in the division. Should the Eagles get D4? I don't know. I don't know what he's got left, you know. Minshew isn't as good as the Eagle fans make him out to be. I mean, what do we make him out to be? Seriously. Minshew, to me, is just a quality backup. That's all he is, I think, you know. Jesus Lawyer, thank you for Super Chat. Please say Kachinga Su Mother El America. I don't know what that means, but thank you for Super Chat. And I probably butchered it. What does it mean? I hope it don't mean something bad. Philly Talk Podcast, man. Shout out to Philly Talk Podcast. Philly Mike. Want to get him on the show. I hope you're feeling better, man. He said, who's going to get more touches? Gainwell. I'm still going to say Sanders right now. I'll still say Sanders right now. But if this is like an everyday thing where Miles is getting, second team carries and Kenneth Gainwell's getting first, then it's going to be Kenneth Gainwell. Like I just think that they could have had Gainwell out there doing it, and then tomorrow they could come back to Miles. So we'll see. So I'm still going to go with Miles, you know. But, you know, it's pretty interesting. CT just arrived CT Philly, thank you for being here, man. Y'all give up already looking for a new defensive coordinator? No. Here's the issue with the Eagles defensive coordinator. Here's how I see it. If Jonathan Gannon is really bad, they'll replace him. If he's pretty good, he's going to get a head coaching job. The guy was a hot name for a head coaching job last year anyways. So there's a good chance that no matter what, he's gone. So that's why we're saying it. It's not because we think, we don't know. I don't know. Art Make Peace Day for Super Chat says you got more people in here because we were all starved for football and can't wait for season start and see Hurts balling, man. I appreciate, man. Thank you for being here. Like I said, I'm going to try to do these on days that the Eagles practice in the afternoon when I can. Like tomorrow, I got the Philly Shakedown podcast, so I'll probably just do that stream tomorrow. But then like Sunday or whatever. He says, who do you think makes a bigger impact for us, given the value we'd give up, Bates or Robert Quinn? See, I like Robert Quinn because I like the fact that he gets the quarterback, but he's older. So I have to go with the young guy. I have to go with Bates because I want him long term. So I would say he would give me the better value. Quinn could give it to you maybe, 1 year? Did you hear Minshew about the story of him living in a bus of all? Yeah, I heard that. It's kind of crazy. Wisconsin Eagle fans, what's going on, man? He says, why we need D4? We got Barnett to lose games. That is true. We've got Barnett. What would it take for Howie to get Bates and land? I think that the only way you get Bates is it's going to be have to be a trade deadline trade, because the Bengals are going to play are kind of like, they look like they're locked in. Bates is locked in, and you got to let this thing manifest and percolate for a while, and then they both get so sick of it that they trade at the trade deadline. So I think trade deadline, it may take a first. It may take a first. But at least if you wait till the trade deadline, at least you may have a better idea if Hurts is the guy or not. And if he is the guy, then you have that extra pick. I think Washington will go in second place, but if we keep hearing negative things around the practices, I could see the second NFC. Yeah, I mean, it was a little bit negative on Carson the first day, But the thing that I keep hearing and even seeing, they had him on NFL Network, and he made this throw. It's like, the thing with Carson is the most consistent thing about Carson Wentz, and Washington's going to learn this. The most consistent thing is he's inconsistent. He can look like the greatest player ever for a couple plays or whatever, and then he goes cold and he looks horrible. Like he can't stay consistent. So I think he's been all over the place there. I'm probably got a video on Bates coming later at some point. I think I said that. No. Stigmata, what's going on? Man, I'm really behind on these, ain't I? I want to get Philly Mike on here. I'll talk to him maybe next week. I know he got sick last time we did it. I think I gave him the Rona. KJ Smith, Nate Gary. This dude right here is really Nate Gary, by the way. Are you going to visit that naked game site after this? What the hell are you talking about? No. Defense is definitely going to be improved. I think the defense is going to be improved. Jonathan Gannon is my number one question mark. However, I think that he definitely didn't have the personnel he needed. This year he's got it. I expected a great improvement from him. Here's Sven. Listen, King Davis, Sanders is not number one running back. You know that. Gainwell's young, and you should add another running back to the team. Your only shot to win the game is running ball. Well, I do agree they need to add another running back. I'm with you there. And listen, you may be right about Miles. Miles' rookie year was great. The last few years, he's kind of fallen off. So you could be right. I think it takes a first-round pick, Minshew going to take over week 12. Well, if Minshew takes over week 12, we got problems. I mean, then you're probably locked into using both those first round picks. So if I went to cool Denzel Washington, I am. Imagine Eagles signed Jadeveon Clowney for 1 year, $6 million. He signed with Cleveland already. He resigned. You ever kiss a pig before? Nah, I've never kissed a pig. I never kissed an animal pig or somebody that looked like one. No. This face has only been kissed by the finest lips. You understand? Shout out to the RZA. Hey, Philly, how good was Bennett as a bad guy in what? In Commando. Bennett in Commando. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? The movie? The movie Commando? I don't even remember that movie. Carson Week, you mean? Hey, they said Carson Strong has looked good. Philly 500. Yeah, I'm not bald. I got a lot of hair. I actually got to go get a haircut. I've been scared to go to the barber because I'm afraid to get the stupid COVID test because I had it. They keep popping up positive. And I'm like, I can't keep popping up positive. And the doctor said, oh, you're okay after 14 days. But I still feel bad to go. Yes, definitely smash that like button. Absolutely. I'm not like Bad Dog Lucy. I'm not bald. Philly Fan 1, what's going on? Hit the gritty, what's going on? Philly Fan 1, what's up? Philadelphia Underdogs, man, what's up? He says, I hope Jalen Hurts improves with accuracy like they say OTAs. But if he shows no improvement, do you agree it's only right to get replaced? Can't waste. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. I agree with you. I don't even no, I don't think that's gonna happen. Jamie, thank you, man. Appreciate that. What's up? What's up, Gritty? What day is it? Could you please tell me the day it is? I'm confused today. Maybe it's tomorrow, maybe it's not, or yes. It could be 3 years ago. Could be 5 years ago. Dude, I'm all about time travel. I'm all about it. But right now, it's currently July 29th, and I believe that's a Friday where I'm at. L, what's going on, man? He says, yo, Dingbat, Eagles going to double moonwalk that ass this season. Absolutely. There's nobody more scared than Mark Holmes. Gannon had personnel to do more than what he did. I'm not making excuse for him. Nope. Interesting. Well, see, I thought after the season, I saw something where they were saying he ran 3-4 30% of the time, which I thought was kind of high. But then now I'm hearing it was over 50% that he ran like odd man fronts and stuff. And it's just, to me, if you don't have the personnel to do it, why do it? I don't think they did have a personnel to run a 3-4. But Fletcher Cox was mad at him. A couple guys were not happy with the way they were being used. So we'll see, you know. Giants should get Jimmy G. If the Giants got Jimmy G, I think then they're competing for this division. I do. Because I tell you what, I think Saquon Barkley is going to have a good year. I think he's going to have a good year this year. Philly 500, is Bates that good? I'm asking because I honestly don't know much about him. Is he worth a first rounder? I think he's probably worth, I mean, if I would feel comfortable giving him a second, right? But he's young, and you would have to give a first. So you'd have to definitely give it. I think so. He's a guy that would come in, and he would be the anchor for years to come. Now, I'll say this. If Derwin James became available, he would be my number one priority. Like if somehow he shaked free or the Chargers want to trade him, I think he's holding up too. That would be my guy because he's a stud. Yo, 500, which is the best trade has the Eagles made in history? In history, that's a really tough question. I would say in recent years, I think the T.O. trade was fantastic. I think the A.J. Brown trade was fantastic. And I got to give Howie credit. I mean, Carson didn't work out, but the way he manipulated that draft to trade up twice to get in a position to get quarterback was something special. Let off steam, Bennett. Is Quez going to be a clear 3 this year or Zach Pascal? I think it's Quez. But there's a lot of people that think it's Pascal. I think Pascal's good. Like, I think red zone, he would be good. I think like 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5, like that. But I think you gotta have Quez out there. He's just too dangerous. I think Quez Watkins can be a legit good number 2 in this league. I think he has the potential to be a 1,000-yard wide receiver, and he's your 3rd guy. So I'm all about Quez Watkins, like all about him. SFFU, 8 Philly 500. Let's get this Eagles vibe going. Thanks for all your content. Always a pleasure, Denzel. Thank you, my man. My wife uses your double moonwalk that ass line all the time. Keep up the great. Good. She should use it. It's a finish. It's like a stone cold stunner, you know. Tortyville says, I live close to Hollywood, so if I see Denzel, I'm going to ask him, hey, aren't you Philly 500? And he will probably say no, but I get that a lot. If that happens, I'll yeah, let me know, because he knows who I am. I've talked to his people about being like, like a body double for him on set. So ask him. I hope Derek Barnett just does not get penalties this year. Oh, you're talking about Carson Wentz. Gotcha. Oh, I still have the poll going up, huh? I forgot all about the poll. Well, just to let you guys know, I was late. So 66% of you guys are right. I forgot about the poll. Thank you. We got 294 people here. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe for daily Eagles content, all that good stuff. Yeah, Brandon, do what Brandon says right there. I love weed. Are you talking about I love weed? I love weed. He's an easy guy to get along with. He just sits back and he just smokes and he just laughs. Don't sleep on the NFC East rivals this season, 2022. You mean the Giants? Dude, if there's one team I feel comfortable sleeping on, it's the New York Giants. How many wins do I see? I think the Eagles win between 11 and around 11 or 12 games. I got them winning 11 or 12 games. Best case scenario is 13, but I think 11 or 12. Ref Taco, so I love Gainwell getting first team reps. I think he's a better player. A lot of people think he's a better player, and you might be right. All I'm going to say is let's wait and see how these other practices go and see if that continues. Dye my hair Kelly Green. I can't do that. Nah. Sanders for Chuck Clark in the 3rd. I don't think I would do that one. I like Chuck Clark, but I don't think I would, because then you already in my opinion need another running back now. So then you're going to need 2 running backs. Nnamdi was a free agent signing. If one had to start for the Eagles, who do you choose? Gary, Barnett, or Aguilar? Aguilar. I'd have to choose Aguilar. At least Aguilar's done something, Pastor says, damn, Philly 500, look at Eddie Munster like a champ. I don't remember Denzel Washington playing him. I look like Denzel Washington. What are you talking about? 500, what's your reaction when the Eagles lost Super Bowl? I mean, I was disappointed. I was sad. It sucked. I felt like we could have won that game if McNabb hits Westbrook early, because we could have gone up 14-0 really quick in that game, and I think that would have really turned things. But I got to tell you this: as upset as I was for Super Bowl, and I was, that the NFC Championship game versus Tampa Bay is still probably the most depressed, worst loss I ever had. I am not over that loss to this day. Now, I'm excited. Offense more, defense. He'll take. I mean, I like both of them. You know what I mean? Paranormal stuff is always great content, but I love paranormal stuff. I'm just getting all my conspiracy stuff's getting blocked. It's all getting blocked. Where do you talk about this ghost story stuff? Backyard podcast. I'm all about it. That's my kind of stuff. 500. I was a huge Jerome Brown fan. Do you think Davis can be at least as good as Jerome Brown? I'm 52. I never saw anyone like Jerome Brown since. Yeah, I've never seen anybody like Jerome Brown since either. It's just a shame he didn't get to play his career out. I think this. I think that if anybody has the ability to be as dominating as Jordan Davis, he's got all the athletic ability, all the physical traits that you possibly can want. So he has the ceiling. He's just got to go out and do it, you know. But you're right, Jerome Brown. He was the greatest defensive tackle I've seen. He really was. Cowboys need time travel. The brothers screwed us. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm in that movie with Tom Hanks. I played a lawyer. Yeah. Tom Hanks was a little rude to me a couple times. 500, smoked a cigar for the Eagles this year. Yeah, I got to get some. I'm all out of cigars. I need to get some good ones. You're always late, but I was late too. I'm always late. I know. Sometimes it's not even my fault, you know. Wesley Russell, I'm a new man. 100. Would you finally get rid of the Cowboys? Sanders for Bart. I would do that. Yeah, I would do that. I think Barkley's going to have a good year this year. So what's your reaction to the Eagles? Oh, I said that. Yeah. How far behind am I? Let me try to catch up. Do you know that Deshaun? Yeah, I saw that. Deshaun's got a ring. Now, did Deshaun retire or is he still playing? Yes, the closing of the vet was so depressing, especially because it was Tampa Bay and a whole can't win a cold. I still see Barber running away with the clinching pick six. You know, the thing is I remember about that game is you have the kickoff. Brian Mitchell runs it back. Deuce Staley walks in the end zone. Like, they couldn't stop the run. And the Eagles totally got away from the run that game. I was on Comcast Sportsnet in Philly because they were at the bar I was at watching that. And they interviewed me. And I went awful. I was so mad. I had 2 beers in 2 hands, and I went off on Andy Reid. Because everybody was blaming McNabb, you know, but I was blaming Andy Reid. I felt like they didn't run the ball enough. But I never got over that loss, ever. Neither. I never got over the Bucs NFC Championship game. I never forget January 19th, 2003. I hate seeing Sapp and Brooks celebrating and happy damn sideline. And then the worst part was that Sapp goes and he's doing interviews. I don't know if it was that night or a couple days later, and he's in a Jerome Brown throwback jersey, Eagles jersey. It was like, oh, man, that pissed me off. And the Eagles would have won the Super Bowl that year. The Bucs beat us to open the link, too. They also sucked bad. Yeah, they beat us to open the link. We started 0-2 that year, but then we got rolling. And then we lose to Carolina in the championship game. 8,500 thoughts on LaShawn McCoy that Nnamdi got burnt first day practice. Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting story, and I totally believe it. Totally believe it. It sounds like it was, yeah. It's what he did. He banned him to run that game, you know. And the other problem was this. They had Levon Kirkland, old linebacker from Pittsburgh, but he was out of shape. He wasn't the same. And that all season, they allowed Jeremiah Trotter to leave and go to Washington, which I think it was that year. And we got destroyed that game with Kirkland. We needed Trotter that game. So they say the fifth dimensional beings could see the top of the head and the bottom of your feet, the inside of your body, all at the same time. And did you know they can time travel? I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. There's some creepy stuff going on. There's creepy stuff I've experienced. So it doesn't surprise me at all. What's the release date for the 53-man roster? The day the Eagles make a couple days before they make their final cuts, I'll do a 53-man. Mitch, what's going on, man? How are you? Everybody go sub up Mitch Kofsky. Click his link. Go sub him up. I was on his show not too long ago. Philly fan one says, don't worry, we're going to go to Super Bowl. I hope so. Rock the Artist is here. What's happening? That McCoy Asante Brandon Marshall interview was awesome. They roasted Nnamdi. Yeah, Nnamdi was such a disappointment. He has to be the biggest Eagles free agent bum ever, right? Do you remember the Eagles lost their Super Bowl to the Raiders? No. I was a little too young for that. I don't remember that. I started watching the Eagles. When I started remembering the Eagles, Marion Campbell was the head coach. Then Buddy came, and that's kind of what I remember. I don't remember that 80 Super Bowl. I never watched it. I think I've watched like highlights of it and stuff. Gruden just knew the West Coast offense. He had Andy plays figured out before snap. Yeah, that's what he said. The Eagles beat them earlier in the year. He knew all our blitz packages and things like that. That was true. But the other problem was they couldn't move the ball. They didn't run. Deuce was running like he was gashing Tampa Bay early, and they just got away from him. They needed a receiver, and for 3 years they didn't get one, and that was the problem. Willie, what's going on? Eagles training camp's going good so far, you know. I don't. Yeah, it's not a 53 man anymore. I think it's 56, right? It's 3 more spots, I thought, but it may be 6. I can't remember what it was. Joseph, you are correct. We lost Trotter, and Kirkland was too slow. He was too slow. That's right. And I forget the receiver. I can't remember his name. It was early. We were up 7-0. It was a 3rd down, and a receiver came across the middle, caught it, and ran for like 70 yards. And I knew right there we were going to lose. Denzel owes you some residual cash. At least $13.55. I agree. I think that link is to the house we are investigating. What are you talking about? What link? I didn't see the link. Where's I want to check it out. Let me put it on my comment after this so I can check it out. Nate Gary, KJ Smith. He goes, no, I'm not Nate Gary. I'm actually Orlando Scandrick. Oh, yeah. You sound more like Nate Gary. I'm going to infiltrate the Eagles organization and spy on them for Cowboys. Also do the gritty. Yeah, I believe you. Thank you for the super chat. And what's going on? How are you, Ann? I'm old enough to remember watching us lose the Raiders. Yeah, that was before my time. My dad told me about that one. I think they beat the Raiders. I think that year, didn't they beat the Raiders earlier in that year? It was just a bad game. Yeah, I don't remember it. Start the season as a run first, slowly develop into a passing team year, opposite all year. Could. I mean, it'll be interesting. Why not come out? Play action. Line up like you're going to run. Come out, play action early and try to catch, Joe Jorvicius. That's who it was. Oh, man, he comes across the middle on that 3rd down play. Yeah, that was horrible, dude. Horrible. Is this your best Eagles offset? Yeah, I think this is the Eagles' best. I will say it's this and the 2004 with Terrell Owens and Javon Curse, the year right before we went to Super Bowl. These 2 years are the best all season. And the thing that made that one so good, besides getting Owens and Curse, was Owens, his agent screwed up and he didn't become a free agent. And then the Niners traded him to Baltimore. And I remember Owens getting traded to Baltimore and being depressed. And me and my brother were saying, oh, man, it sucks. And we're like, maybe he'll refuse to go. And we're just joking around. And he did. Terrell Owens refused to go to Baltimore, and then they wind up doing a three-team trade, and Owens came to Philly. That's what made it so great, you know. Trotter's sons, are they good? That's awesome. Yeah, drop it in, man. I would love to hear that. I love conspiracy stuff. Anything like that, I'm in. Philly 500, Joe Jarvis from Penn State was the wide receiver for the Bucs. Yeah, it was Joe Jarvicius. That's right. Yeah, that was a depressing game. Why don't you watch WWE? It's lit. No, new WWE stinks. I watched like the old Attitude Era. I used to watch back then, but now it stinks. What up, Philly, my man? It's been long. Miss you, beautiful. Yeah, man. It's good to have you back. It's good to be back, you know. This is the best. It's up there, man. It really is. Sydney family says only a few days into a real game. Yeah, August 12th. So we got 2 weeks. Exactly 2 weeks today until the Eagles play. Next I think next Thursday is the Hall of Fame game. Look up the Gary. I think I've seen something on that. Javon Kirtland was the linebacker. Blaine Bishop was a safety on the team that lost Tampa. Yeah, and dude, we need a Trotter that game. Trotter's old son signed. I'm gonna have to go watch him because that's awesome. George Burwell, what's going on, man? How are you? McNabb, as good as he was, destroyed our Super Bowl chance by bickering with T.O. Yeah, if those two guys could have got along, and even though you lost to Tampa Bay, even if it wasn't that next year, because that next year I think McNabb had like sports hernia. He wind up going on IR. But if they would have stayed around 3-4 more years, they would have won. I'm telling you, they would have won. Especially when you start bringing in like Deshaun and what you call like they could have won. I believe they would have won Super Bowls. Carson Strong has the best arm. Carson Strong has a great arm. I mean, watching his stuff, he's got a great arm. Will that translate into him making a team or whatever? We'll see. Mr. Wing says, man, that season was nuts in 2004. We knew from preseason we were going to Super Bowl. I remember Buddy Ryan calling it on the radio. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the thing is it's not only that, we were blowing teams out. Like there were no games where you were like biting your nails. Like we just destroyed everybody. It was crazy. Why doesn't this Philly 76ers try to get LeBron James since he's unhappy in LA? Or why does Philly try to get KB from Brooklyn? Come on, Sixers, let's win it all. They got to do something because as far as I'm concerned, you're on a clock right now with Embiid. Top 5, yeah, I would say probably number 1. I would probably rank it number 1. You think Steichen could get a head coach job offensive? He could, yeah. I think he could. I think Gannon's more likely because he's already viewed as a hot coach, hot young up and coming coach. Sandy, what's going on? Brother, got to get a wrench. All right, but no timing anybody out, though. Where are you at? I don't even see where you're at. Type something in the comment section so I can see you. Let me try to catch up to these. Just saw an article on flying cars. People can't drive on the highways. What makes them think they can fly cars? People be crashing. Yeah, I don't want no flying cars. I don't even trust a computer to drive my car. 3,500, quick question. Just asking. Now, what if Hurts gets hurt for the season like Dak did? Not saying he will. How far do you think he will go? I still think they could win the division with Minshew. I do. So, I still think you could win the division. Philly, my guy, I already got my Kelly Green flag up. Sweet. I love it, Iron Miz. I love the hat. AJ Brown jersey came today. Beautiful. Eagles Nike coming. Happy birthday weekend to me, man. Hey, happy birthday, Iron Miz, man. Good to see you. Happy birthday. I'm glad you got that jersey. What happened to your wrench? What happened to the wrenches was that I have people timing people out and hiding people. I had to reset the whole thing. I did that back around the draft or before the draft. So, I just, there's so many people I can't figure out what to do. So the only thing I can do is basically get rid of the wrenches, just restart the whole thing. But you're fine. You're good to go. What the hell has Gannon done to get a damn coaching job? Although I do want to. Well, I agree with you. But he was one of the finalists for a head coaching job with Houston. I think he had a couple other interviews. If he goes out and they defense is fairly good this year with all everybody they got, he's gonna get a job. And if he's not good, he's going to get fired. So I don't think he's back after this year. I don't trust people drive. The only person I trust driving a car is me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'd rather have portals too. I agree. I think Gannon gone if he sucks or he's gone because he's good. And then we can get Nick Fangio, whoever the best. I think Fangio would be great. And Fangio was at practice today, Waiting for your Dean jersey. I will not buy an Eagles jersey until it's in Kelly green. Those are the only ones I'm buying. And then I'll buy some of the black ones because I like the black ones. Conspiracy theory, how I went to Dean's injury room. Yeah, I've heard this. I mean, dude, I was thinking about doing a conspiracy video on this. Like, there's a lot of people that think Howie was involved in talking about Dean's injury so he would drop to the third round. I don't really think Howie did that. I don't think he would do that. But nobody can convince me that somebody tried to screw this man during the draft. He was a first-round pick, top 20, 25 talent all season. Going into draft, we heard nothing about these injuries. And then he drops to the third round. Somebody set Dean up, dude. I totally believe that. A black Dean would be sick. Yeah. I want to get black jerseys. I got to get a Devontae Smith jersey. That's my first jersey. Then I got to get an A.J. Brown jersey. Then I got to get a Nakobe Dean jersey. Those are my three. Joseph, I got Kelly Green Jerome. Yeah, I got one too. You know what Kelly Green I want? If I see it, I'll buy it. It's my number one priority. I want to find a Byron Evans Kelly Green jersey. Byron Evans, such an underrated linebacker. That's the one I never can find. People are mixing the players with the first, second string. Big deal, bro. It's practice. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, listen, that's what I was trying to say earlier. That Gainwell got first team reps today, but tomorrow it could be Miles. So we have to wait a little bit. Do you see Eagles drafting Stroud or Young if Hurts? Well, I don't know if they'll be able to get up there to get them. But, yeah, I think the Eagles will look for a quarterback if Hurts don't work out. Yeah. The all-black jerseys are awesome. I love those. My last all-black jersey was Brian Dawkins, so I need to get a new one. I'm a little tired of the midnight green, and I'm tired of the white, so I've been just doing throwback Kelly Greens. It will be weird to see Reddick wear 7 rushing the passer. They should put Jaworski on the back of his jersey so he can revenge all the blindside shots that Jaws took his career. Oh, I know, right? I'm going to be honest, I don't like the whole number change. I don't like it. I like the way they used to do it. I don't like it now. I never liked college did it. Eagles almost went back to Super Bowl. Yeah, Alshon dropped that pass. Do you like peanut butter Philly? Yeah, it's all right, I guess. I mean, I don't dream about peanut butter. No, they don't have the Kelly Green jerseys out. And I'm sorry if I'm missing some of these. We got over 300 people in here. If you're new channel, please like, please subscribe. Instead of peanut butter, I'd rather eat a cannoli. You know what I mean? We need to bring Rob Ryan to the head defense according to the things happen, big things. If he goes, I'm talking about, you bring Ryan in, he's going to attack. I agree. I like the aggressive defense. I had to get a white AJ to go with Iverson's 5's tunnel walk shoes. Very cool. If we sign Hurts, first Kelly Green jersey hits for me. That's beautiful. Next year we'll get it, you know. You like it? That's cool. No, a lot of people do. What if Nakobe Dean spread the rumors himself because he wanted the Eagles? What if he did? I don't know. I mean, that's a lot. He lost a lot of money. Like, he lost a lot of money not going in the first round. So I don't think he would do that. Yeah, you have to pause for the cannoli. No, I do not like fish sticks. Do I eat meatballs with pasta sometimes? Yeah. Yes. I'll take Seth Joyner any day of the week. I'm all about Seth Joyner. Yeah, he lost millions. Bates to Philly would be interesting. How do you feel about the New York Giants 1980s and 1990s? I like it. I like the old Giants helmets that said Giants across instead of the NY. So I think it's kind of cool. I like the Giants are doing that. 3 year We sign Bates. We can't sign Bates. We have to trade for him. If you would have said trade, then we would have said, all right, somebody look into that. But because you said sign, I'm still waiting for you to join. Oh yeah. I saw the link. GG Metagame. I'm gonna join. I'll do it today, Jeremiah. I'll do it today. G Dub, what's going on? How are you? Yeah, Giants still suck. Dean has a huge chip. I agree. The Giants jerseys look like the Bills in the front. I mean, I like those helmets, you know. Yeah, I'll join tonight. Later today. Once I'm done the stream, I got to do another video, and I got to edit a channel member, and then I'll go on and join. I can't wait to throw back jersey for Washington. Can you say, are they gonna actually put that out like that? I give up 2 for him right now. Maybe. What's the cap jump up? I don't think they've announced it yet. But well, that may not be true. But I know that they got TV deals and stuff kicking in, so it's going to jump dramatically. I like the Houston red helmet too. I thought that was kind of cool. You give up 2 for Bates. I would definitely give it 2 for him. What's up, long time? What's going on, Eagles fan? How are you? eBay has the Evans. No, do they really? Will it fit me? If they do, I'll buy it right now. I have been looking for a Byron Evans jersey for 10 years. I never see one. Because nobody remembers. Byron Evans was so underrated. I'm looking it up now. Yeah, it's 120 size. Yeah, the only thing is like it may fit on my pinky. It's size 40. Size 40 is like, but that's it. That's what I'm looking for. I need it. It's 40. What's 40 like? Medium? I could wear it on my pinky. I need a pinky ring, so maybe. What's up, Philly? No time. It's JoJo, but I changed my. What's up, JoJo? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I need a little bigger one. Oh no, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Chase Young out week 1. It wouldn't surprise me. You could get a Byron Evans jersey, custom throwback jerseys, but they only have Eagles white jerseys from who's doing custom Eagles white? 40's like 2XL, is it really? So that would be too tight. You need to get jerseys, I think, 2 sizes bigger than normal, so you can put shirts underneath it. 500. Would you still want Bates if he was with the Cowboys? No. Getting Cowboy players are like bad luck for us. You want the old school Black Eagle Star J? I have seen those. But I look for Byron Evans. I look for Clyde Simmons, Seth Joyner. Sometimes I see Seth, but they're never my size. And I've never seen a Byron Evans jersey ever. I got a 2 Randalls. I've got a Jerome, and I got an Eric Allen. But I want a Byron Evans jersey. Do you see the Eagles are wearing training camp? We're wearing all black helmets. It's covering their face. It's ugly. Well, you mean the little pad helmets? What does it take for Philly 500 faithful to get a wrench? As long as you come and you come around, I see you a lot, so I recognize you, and you don't don't time people out. Only 3 reasons to time people out. I don't like people getting timed out. I'm a stickler for free speech. But if they're like racist, if they're ruining the game with like putting a score up or like spamming, then you can get rid of them or time them out. Where are you at? I can't find your name. I can't. I type something in, and I'll mod you up. Yeah, I always come around, but I called. Yeah, you called me Bozo. Of course, I remember you. Okay, trick shot. How could I not know you with that name? That name sounds very familiar. Waiting for the new black jersey to get deemed. Yeah, that's a nice jersey. Yeah, they're to prevent concussions. Absolutely. Bruce, what's going on? Yeah, those are. Oh, Keith Byers. That would be you know what? Keith Byers and Keith Jackson. I would love to get a Keith Jackson throwback. The Eagles website sells Chris Carter throwbacks. I've been thinking about that one. Because when Carter was with Philly, he was like, I loved them. Ivan, what's going on? It is going to be a great year. Yeah, JoJo, you can have it back. I think we can go 12-5 this year and make the NFC. I think you're right. I think best case scenario we can. How many jerseys do I have currently? 1. I've got 6. But I'll only wear 4. I have a Vic throwback when they wore Kelly Green. I have a McCoy somewhere. Hurts to win. What's up, my man? Concrete Charlie throwback would be cool. Yeah, that would be cool. I remember Chris T. Jones. I don't want a Chris T. Jones. Yeah, Wes Hopkins would be it. I would buy a Wes Hopkins jersey in a second. Wes Hopkins, Keith Jackson, Byers would be cool. Byron Evans, I really want though. But I don't see him anymore. I saw Chris Carter one on the Eagles website, and I saw Mike Quick. Thought about the Mike Quick one. Mike Quick was the first jersey I ever owned, a white Mike Quick. Rickenbach, yeah. Oh, he was your neighbor? That's very cool. Very cool. Had a dream a few months ago that we made the NFC Championship game, played against the Bucks, but don't remember who won. Dream felt real. I hope it is real. Reagor, Kelly Green, no. I'm not getting. I was thinking of sending Mark Holmes a Jordan Davis Eagles jersey. I think that would be kind of funny. I was thinking of getting him a Jordan Davis jersey since he really loves them. Anthony Tony, remember Heath Sherman? I liked Heath Sherman. Byers was great. Tony, 500. We should continue to run the ball heavy. Should limit the screen. They're going to run the ball. I think they'll pass more than run, like ratio wise. But they're still going to. I wish I still might try. Yeah, Trotter jersey. Once they bring back those Kelly Greens, my hope is that, because Kelly Green's coming back. Once they bring those Kelly Greens, I hope they let you make, you can pick the number and the name, and I'm going to make a Byron Evans jersey. Would I give all our picks for it? No. Do it. Yeah, I'm thinking I might buy Mark Holmes a Jordan Davis jersey. Riley Cooper throwbacks. I'm never buying a Riley Cooper jersey. I hated Riley Cooper. Byers was left-handed, one-hand pass catcher. Yeah, he had some real unbelievable percentage of touchdown throws. I agree. We definitely need to have a screen game. Herschel Walker jersey. Yeah, you could. Yeah, we played with the Eagles. That's right. The back of Mark Holmes' neck looks like a what? It'd be a good jersey. A Charlie Garner throwback would be cool. I know who Bill Berge was, but I don't really remember him playing. I was just a little young for him. Hey Phil, you ever catch Louis T? Man from Washington fans tripping thing was, yeah, I like Louis T. Yeah, he's good. They're crazy. We should run the ball, play action, help. Oh, I agree with you. Agree. Byers had a sweet black Benz in that day. Made me want one. I didn't know that. That's cool. Yeah, Byers' block on Pepper Johnson is the greatest block in the history of football, in my opinion. He hit that man, and he went 15 yards back. I hope we run more than throw this pass. Yeah, I think they're going to throw more, definitely, because you got the weapons, and I think you have to do it because you have to evaluate Hurts. As above, so below. What's going on? He said, "Hey, yo, Philly, been a minute. How's your Sixers doing after championship win?" Yeah, right. Oh wait, it's still in the process. Look, the Sixers process was fine, perfect, but when they got Jimmy Butler, they should have kept him. That ruined and screwed up everything as far as I'm concerned. You still have your Wilbur shirt, very cool. See, Wilbur was a little before me too. I remember Leonard Weaver. Yo, 500, which rookie is going to make the most impact this season? Jordan Davis. Him or Dean? S. Marie's in here. Where's she at? What's going on, S. Marie? Derwin James, hold on. I would take Derwin James over Bates in a heartbeat, in a second, in a minute. But it's not going to happen. 12-5 this year, 5. Yeah, I think so, Greg. Love you, big guy. We the North. Absolutely above, so below. Hey, listen, I'm here. It's football season. You have a Papali jersey. He was my teacher before he got to. Oh, really? He was your teacher for real? That's very cool. So in the movie, who was playing you at the very beginning? What's your new logo? I want like a Kelly Green logo update, newish style. I'll have to when the Eagles release the new Kelly Greens, we'll go Kelly Green. Avance blocking the miracle for Deshaun was a great block too. Yeah, that was a great block. Dean, most impact very well could be. 500. Are you attending any games? Eagles Cowboys game this year. I can't go to the Texas one because it's at the right time of the year. If that game was in Philly, I would go to it. But Christmas Eve in Dallas, I can't go. As of right now, I'm not going to any. I don't even know if I could, have they lifted all the mandates and stuff in Philly? I don't even know if I can get in the stadium. I have an old, worn-out Brian Dawkins jersey. I need another one. 500, any interesting bets between you and Mark this season? Not yet. We're still negotiating. He wants me to make a bet that I just don't think is good enough. But my goal is to be able to chop off that little voodoo doll's head. I want to chop Joe Boo's head off. Dad says, "Yo, fine, what's up?" But what's up, man? He says, "I never get notification stuff on you." That's why I always say double moonwalk check, because they're always doing up, something crazy. There's an Esbury to Booth. What's happening? Who was better, Waters, Gardner, or Blunt Ajayi? Well, I would say Waters and Gardner because they did it for more than 1 year. Blunt and Ajayi, we have 1 year. They obviously got further. But, I mean, man, Waters and Gardner. Charlie Gardner was explosive, man. So I'll say Waters and Gardner. Oh, I think Bradbury's good too. Yeah, especially as a number 2 corner. Hard to see Avance. That was amazing. Hot take: J.J. Arcega-Whiteside has better career than that's as crazy as what I said earlier. When somebody said who's a sleeper team, I said Chicago, even though I don't really think so. I just wanted to say a team that had a quarterback I kind of liked that had no chance. But that's really crazy. I don't even think Whiteside's going to make our team. What do you about Hurts' performance today? Should be worried. No, don't get caught up in it. Like I'm not even trying to post numbers of how many completions and touchdowns. He's going to have good days. He's going to have bad days. He's at practice. Don't worry about it. If he does good, be like, yay, get excited a little bit. And then just the next day, everything's cleared. That's how I kind of am. I had a great day today. I'm happy, good, excited. Next day, start over. Don't worry about it too much. Covey or Calcaterra, however you say it, have best chance to make big impact. Maybe. Hey, Philly, what is your all-time favorite meal? Gnocchi. Gnocchi's my all-time favorite. Sam Mark Holmes or Jordan Davis jersey made from the tears of Cowboy fans. I'm on it. I'm on it. Like, I'm going to get on that today. I think Deshaun's going to be outstanding. I think Dean, I'm sorry, I said Deshaun. I think Dean's going to be outstanding. This team's so beautiful. I feel we get Bates. We'll be super set 12-5. Oh, I agree. I think we're 12-5 now. You add them, you're right. I was the kid with the dunce cap on the corner movie. That's hilarious. It's hilarious. What happened to the Eagles? Used to go to live cap. Yeah, like up in Lehigh. I used to go to that. I went to that back when Reggie was there and Clyde, and Jerome, Randall. Oh my gosh, it was like, dude. They don't do that anymore. I wish they would, and I wish they would have like 2 days. You know, Sean Fitzpatrick, new FedQ video just hit the scene. He's breaking down NWA Mid-South, the Junkyard Dog era. Really, my man's dedicated to the wrestling. I'll watch it later. Mark Holmes is in troll mode. He's up. Mark is scared to death. Ow. Let me try to catch up to these. Hey, Denzel, who's your favorite Eagle right now of all time? My favorite Eagle of all time is Reggie White. Reggie White is my favorite Eagle of all time. Then I would say most likely Randall Cunningham is my second, followed by Dawkins, my third, and then we get into Jerome Brown, Seth Joyner, Eric Allen. Ray Shabazz, thank you for the super chat. He goes, yo, 500. And thank you for the super chat, my man. Because a coworker of mine's wife is best friends with Jalen Reagor's mother. He was speaking high praise of number 18. He offered to get me signed jersey. Should I accept? Absolutely. Yeah, accept it. Why not? Maybe Reagor goes off this year. They say he's in great shape. Yeah, you should get it. Absolutely. I used to go to a Valley all the time. Who has your belt? The guys need to get it back to see. Oh, yeah, we need the belt back. Michael Anthony, where's the fitness, has the belt. Sure, maybe. Well, the way I figure is get it, and if you want to burn it later, you could always do that. But you might as well have it just in case. What's the plan to get the belt back? I was thinking of sending him like a pillow. Like, you know, the pillow guy on TV. I was thinking Michael probably needs some new pillows for all his naps. So I'm thinking of offering pillows for the belt. Something like that. We're going to come up with it, you know. That's what I said. Andy son died in OD is kind of, oh, that's what it was. Is that makes sense, I guess. Yeah, I could see that. I wish I could say 12-5, but for 35 years I've seen us lose the easy games, damn it. No, I agree. You know, but I got to tell you, like, if you look at the schedule, like, every year the schedule comes out, there are games you're like, we're not winning that game. Like last year, we're not winning Tampa Bay game. We're not winning the Kansas City game. We were not winning, I didn't take the Chargers game. But this year, I don't know. There's no real games in there. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's for sure loss, you know? So maybe we can. If they said Hurts was perfect every day this summer, then I would be concerned. You got to make your mistakes this summer so you can correct them before season. I agree with you. I totally agree. To me, it's like a pitcher in spring training working on a new pitch, and he's getting rocked, and they're hitting home runs, and everybody's like freaking out. But he's working on a specific pitch. So I don't worry too much about it, you know. But I do put some stock in the preseason, so I hope that Hurts will actually play. Reagor stays and no Covey Allen. You might be right. Unless they let Ward go to keep Reagor. Peter Riley says Dallas still stinks. I agree. They definitely do. Yeah, I was banned last year from the Raiders game. I wanted to go to the Raiders-Eagles game, but I couldn't get in because of their mandates. So I didn't bother. I'm gonna do about 5 more minutes, and then we're gonna end it. I still got some videos to do. I want Capizzle's belt. Yeah, I want Capizzle's belt. Matter of fact, I may make a belt, and then I may offer it against Michaels and Pizzles. And that may be the way to do it. And then that way I can be undisputed Brandon Davis, super chat, my man. Rank the Eagles' 1991 defense overall in NFL history. In my opinion, it's the greatest defense I've ever seen. I don't think there was any better. And I say that knowing there's really good defenses, but that's the best I've ever seen. And the reason I say it is because there was no Cunningham. McMahon got hurt. You were at one point, what was that guy, Jeff Kemp? You had no quarterbacks. And the defense was out there like 40 minutes a game. And they were giving up like no more than 6 to 9 points. That's the greatest defense I've ever seen personally. So if they would have won a Super Bowl, I think they would be up there. But because they didn't win a Super Bowl, they don't get the recognition that they deserve. After that, I would say that the 85 Bears, and I'm talking about what I've seen now. So I can't tell you about the Minnesota Vikings or the Pittsburgh Steelers in the 70s. I didn't watch those teams. So I would say the Bears, I would say the Eagles, Bears, and then the Ravens, 2001, something like that. But I thought that the 91 Eagles defense was more dominating. The 85 Bears, a lot of it had to do with the fact that was the 46 defense was like brand new, but when the Eagles played, teams had years to kind of adjust to it. So that's how I would rank it. How about you? I'd buy a shiny new umbrella to leave our town. You may get your chance. You will be the bloodlight champion. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Get a belt, make a belt, and then try to challenge him, and then become the undisputed heavyweight champion. I think that would be kind of cool. I'm going to send Mark. I think I should send Mark a Jordan Davis jersey. That would be hilarious. Yeah, I think I might make a belt. I think I might do that. Curtis says, I didn't get to watch your video yet, but do you think, I think Gainwell can. Yeah. What I basically said, and definitely go watch it because I say a lot in there, but I think that just because of one practice where he's getting the majority of the snaps or, with the first team, we got to wait and see, because tomorrow they could come back and practice. It could be Miles, because you're going to get a running back by committee. I think it's at least top 10 of NFL history. The Eagles one, one of the things about that 91 defense is they finished number one against the pass, against the rush, in sacks. And I actually think the Eagles did that for about 2 or 3 years. That was a nasty defense, man. Dad says 185 Bears, 291 Eagles, 3 Bucks, and 01 Ravens. So you got the 03 Bucks ahead of the Ravens. See, I have to put the Ravens ahead because they had a worse offense than Tampa. But I get it, though. A lot of people know their history in here. I'm definitely impressed with the crew. Awesome. Yeah, I love talking old Eagles stuff, man. Yeah, I think a trophy would be a good idea. That's what I've seen. Yeah, I don't know about the old. Yeah, it's hard for me to say, like, oh, well, the steel crowd. Like, I know those teams you could put those teams in there. There's people that will make that argument. I just never seen them play. What I seen in my lifetime, and I got to tell you another team you're leaving out is it's like the 90. It was like between 89, 91, 92. The Saints, when they used to have Ricky Jackson, Patrick Swilling. When they had all those guys, they had a nasty defense too. They just were never as good as the Eagles defense. They were always number 2. Who was that team in the AFC South 2002 before Texans got there? So I'm relatively new to football. Well, I'm trying to think if the AFC South, it wasn't the AFC South back then. I don't think. Trying to think, because the Jaguars are fairly new. Houston was new. And And then Tennessee used to be the Houston Oilers. That was an awesome team. Big Sills wrestles? What do you mean? I have to think about that, boss. I have to think about that. I'm trolling Mark saying Jordan Davis, do it. Yeah. Kareem Hunt, well, I wish he would. The Houston Oilers was good. Ravens had like 51 takeaways. They were ridiculous too. I mean, they had a really good defense. And, I think they went 3 straight road games in the playoffs. They had to go to Tennessee. They had to beat some good teams, I know you said that the Bucs 2002 playoff loss was brutal. The home playoff loss to the Rams in the 80s was bad too. We had a great defense, and Jim Everett Rams beat us. Oh, yeah. I remember that. That was a product. I mean, what was the final score of that game? It was single-digit game, right? Like, the defense in those playoff games under Buddy, the defense didn't give up points. I mean, it was like, you're going to give up some points, but the offenses just went to sleep because the Eagles had no run game. They had no run game. Lawrence Taylor, 56, was great, but Buddy exploited his weakness that was run at him. He was just average. Yeah, you could run at him, and I think Cunningham drove him absolutely crazy. The A.J. Brown slave fight, this report said, did after almost interception, ripped out Brown, and I don't believe it. I honestly don't believe that story. But I mean, we'll see. Maybe it's true if there's other people report it. But at this point, from that one, it doesn't. It sounds fishy to me. LT definitely changed the game. Yeah, the 0-1 Ravens, I would probably have number 3. That I'm trying to think that old New Orleans defense was good, but they couldn't win a playoff game either. Curtin was great. My neighbor Tommy Graves won a bowl with them. Yeah, that's before my time though. Add Reggie and you got the best. Reggie. Houston Oilers, yeah. Remember the Houston Oilers? They were really good. They had the whole run and shoot. Jerry Glanville, they had Warren Moon. The Eagles went down to Houston. It was called the House of Pain game. We had no quarterback, and the defense just destroyed them. Yeah, lotteries. Hey, listen, I played the lotto, so if I don't come on tomorrow or whenever it is, I don't even know what day they run it. That's because I won. 500 hypothetical. Would you rather have JOK for a second or Dean for third? Dean for third. I rather Dean. Dean. The Oilers love you, Blue Earl Campbell, Bum Phillips. Yeah, I think that they had a great uniform, a great team name. They should have kept it. Like when the Cleveland Browns left and went to Baltimore, the city of Cleveland kept that name. Houston should have kept that name, in my opinion. KZ Tonic, man, member for 21 months of Throne Room. Thank you so much for your support. So excited to see this defense. I want them to do the ski mask or dog mask thing for picks. Again, let the defense have fun and have some swag. I totally 100% agree with you. Totally agree with you. And thank you, man, for all your support. Appreciate you. I heard it was a minor scuff of 2 dogs slaying Brown. I love it. Steel on steel, baby. Yeah, I mean, if it happened, it would be surprising to me because they're not even pads yet. Oilers Dolphins, best Monday night game in my opinion. Oilers Dolphins. I'm trying to remember that one. I remember the Miami Jets game. Like, you remember that one? Like Dan Marino, like way back in the day. There were some really good ones back then. Monday Night Football was different then. Like, Monday Night Football was an event. Like, that was so much better. Greatest defensive player that we've ever seen, Reggie White. Left tackle, Ed Reed, Dawkins, Singletary. Greatest defensive player I've ever seen. Yeah, Reggie and Lawrence Taylor. Lawrence Taylor, we didn't play Reggie. When he went to Green Bay, we played him like, once or twice? But LT scared me. Like, he used to destroy Jaworski. He would get to Cunningham too. Cunningham would also get away a lot. But yeah, Ray Lewis was good too. But LT, to me, LT, there's nothing like him. He was somebody you had to fear. Derek Thomas in Kansas City was another guy that was really, really good. You know, those guys would be great any time period. You know, Steel Curtain, Steel Curtain. I don't mention them only because I never saw them play. I know how good they were. They are great. But I when I give you my rankings, I'm just giving you based on my life. The Eagles and Bears were the only two teams that both defensive finished number one in every defensive category. Yeah, I believe it. I totally believe it. You know. Philly Podcast, what is going on, my man? Shout out to Philly Podcast. If you guys haven't, sub this man up. Sub him up. He's the man. Yeah, Steel Curtain was amazing. I just never saw him play. I was just a little too young. Luca Erlacher, we're good, yeah. Yeah, 8-5 Bears. Eagles 8, Bears 8-5, Eagles 9-9. See, I'm telling you, I think the Eagles 91 was a better defense than the Bears. I think a lot of with the Bears, I mean, they were great, but they also nobody really knew the 46 or how to beat it yet. You know, the Eagles had no quarterback. They had like third, fourth string quarterback. Teams couldn't score more than 10 points against them. But that's just my opinion. My first NFL game that I watched was that crazy Rams-Chiefs game. Oh, yeah. That was one of the most entertaining games ever. It was like 50 points each. Oilers-Dolphins. I don't even remember that one. No, I don't remember that one. But I remember Earl Campbell. I mean, I remember I was a little young at the time Earl Campbell was doing his thing. So the last time we spoke was when my dad was in the hospital. And that was November. I remember you saying he was in the hospital. Whatever happened with that situation, I hope he's okay. Monday Night Football on ABC with Howard Cosell. See, I don't remember Cosell. I was a little too young. I remember Al Michaels, Dan Dierdorf, and what's his face. And I hated Dierdorf because he'd always take shots at Andre Waters. Deion Sanders was best corner ever. I would say Deion might have been the best cover corner, but Deion Sanders could not tackle, would not tackle, was scared to tackle. Who's the best corner? I got to think about that. Braxton, what's going on, man? How are you? Who is LT? Lawrence Taylor played for the New York Giants in the 80s, and he really changed the position, changed that game, changed the way offensive line basically lined up. He was scariest defensive player I remember the Eagles playing against. Yeah, and he was on cocaine, but he was scary. Is B-Dog the best safety ever? He's one of them. He's definitely one of them. He also changed the game. Okay, because back in those days, if you remember, safety position was like you had the strong safety, you had the free safety, you had the box safety who basically didn't do anything but go up and stop the run. The other one played like a free safety, play back. Dawkins was interchangeable, and they used them all around, and that's one of the reasons why I think he got into the Hall of Fame. Yeah, LT wore number 56. If we had McMahon earlier, would have maybe. Yeah, LT loved the nose candy. Mike Singletary had the best eyes. Like, you ever watch his eyes right before the snap? But Mike Singletary was fantastic. I never watched Buckus. I was a little young. I'll say this right now. Barry Sanders, greatest running back of all time. Revis was better. I'll tell you what, man. I like Derek Allen. I can't believe he's not in the Hall of Fame. Ronnie Lott I would probably have to put Ronnie Lott off the top of my head as the best safety of all time. But Dawkins up there. Before you leave, Phil, just want to say thank you for doing this, bringing like-minded tinfoil hat wearing nut jobs like myself. Stay safe. Can't wait to see you again. Thank you, man. Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you. Also, if none of you young guys see Andre Wars, wow, he was a hitter. He was a player. Andre Wars, Wes Hopkins, awesome. Revis is the best corner. It might. I've got to think about it. I'm sure there are guys in the 70s are really good. There are some good corners. Breaking's outbreak of monkeypox in Dallas Cowboys locker room. They need to. Uh-oh. Mark's not going to like that. Sweetness was the best all-around. Yeah, all-around running back? Yeah. I agree with that. Best all-around. Best pure runner, Barry. Never see anything like him. When the Detroit Lions had the offense, back when Sunday Ticket just started, as soon as Detroit was on the field, that offense, you had to put Barry on because you didn't want to miss what could happen. But Barry, I would say, is the greatest running back I've seen. Walter Payton. And then I think a lot of people sleep on Eric Dickerson. People forget how good Eric Dickerson was. Jerry Rice, best wide receiver. I agree. Totally agree. I never saw Gale Sayers. I never got to watch him. Barry Sanders was just incredible. He was. Oh, they used to call him Izell Toast Jenkins. That's right. He was horrible. What are you talking about? He used to drive me nuts. Charles Woodson was good, yeah. Dickerson may be the best pure runner. So pretty. He was so pretty pause, yeah. He was. I think that people overlook, people forget about Eric Dickerson. He was fantastic. Dickerson, he was fast. He was big. He was smooth. He had the goggle. He was really good, Yeah, he's okay. Every time I put you on TV, he calls you a dingbat. Awesome. Well, I'm glad he's doing good, man. Give him my best. I'm just thinking we are going to use Davis or Fletch because no doubt we resign Hargrave. We're going to lose. I'm just thinking we are going to use Davis or Fletch because no doubt we don't resign. I think Fletcher has more of a chance of going at the end of this year, Hurts is the best quarterback Cowboys think. Agreed. Barry was my favorite running back. He's class, extremely humble. Never spiked the ball ever. But I would say this. Barry's probably my favorite non-Eagle player of all time. I would never wear a other team's player's jersey unless it was the Pro Bowl. That would be the only time. And I considered it for Barry. He never did it. You forgot Randy Moss. Randy Moss might have been the most talented. Jerry Rice was the greatest. But in terms of pure talent, yeah, I think you can make that argument. And I was really pissed because I wanted Randy Moss when he was dropping. What's my card? Yeah, it sucks, man. It sucks for him. What are your opinion on that there are games in Munich and London? For me, it's great. I can finally watch my first game. I'm glad for people in Europe that they get to see the game. But for me, it's I got to get up at 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning when it starts. But I think they should promote it. Matter of fact, get some teams over there, and then have them play each other, and then come meet us, in the playoffs. Christian Okoye, great running back, huge. Mark McMillan, nothing having fight. Mark McMillan was good. He was good. Will Dickerson's record ever be broken? Not anytime soon. Montana, Kelly, Marino, Namath, all from Pennsylvania. Yeah, they are, aren't they? Interesting. Marshall Falk was really good too. Yeah. What team do you think America will get his first head coaching job if he ever gets one? That's a great question. I don't know. I don't know. I'd have to think about that. Derrick Henry would have been all-pro at linebacker also. I watched Derrick Henry play in college. I mean, in high school. In Yulee, Florida. I was living out there, and I was driving by the high school, and I was like, oh, they got a football game going, so I got out to watch. And I got there, and this dude went off. I think he had like 300 yards or something like that. It was something ridiculous. He played Yulee, Florida. Unbelievable. I started following him right after that game. Barry's my favorite. Mine too. Hurt's going to be throwing a lot of balls behind A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. We'll see. No, Montana's from Pennsylvania. Sterling Sharp was a great receiver. He just got injured, Sorry, my bad. I don't think we were signed, but I do feel. Yeah, you could be right. Bo Jackson, in like short stints, and you know what I mean. Like he didn't have a long career, but in the short time he played, he was absolutely fantastic. Next stream is tomorrow. I got a stream tomorrow. Philly Shakedown podcast tomorrow. How is Hargrave so talented with that physique? Amazing me. Can't judge a book. Yeah, you can't. You definitely can't. Me too, Philly. Barry was my favorite non-Eagle. With Megatron being close. Oh, yeah, you got to love Megatron. I would say probably my second favorite non-Eagle would have. I'll give you my top 3 non-favorite Eagles. It would be Barry, 1. I would say Derek Thomas, number 2. And then probably Dan Marino, number 3. I still don't think anybody has an arm and release like Dan Marino. I just don't. So those would probably be my 3. Thoughts on Metcalf being signed? I thought it was great. The only non-Eagles jersey I own is Bo Jackson. Interesting. When I was a little kid, I was in Baltimore, and it was at a Baltimore Orioles game, Kansas City Royals. It was like right around when he announced that he was going to play the NFL, and they were booing him. Philly halftime. What's going on, man? He says, "What's up, 500? Do you remember Jerome?" Yeah, of course. Jerome Brown, greatest defensive tackle I've ever seen. In short stint. Unfortunately, he passed away. But yeah, I remember Jerome. I love Jerome. Jerome's probably top 5 all time for me. Question, Pete, you don't think Hiram's been done? Who would you rather sign, Bates or another running back? Oh, Bates. You could find a running back. Barrytron and Marino are mine. Yeah, those were good. I can't I have no problem with any of those. Gronk, is he the best tight end? No. I don't think he is. Best tight end ever? Well, that I've seen. I gotta think about that. There's some good ones. Barry, Primetime, and Moss. I love Moss. Moss had the talent to be the greatest receiver ever of all time. He just wasn't consistent enough. Jerry Rice is still the best. Oh, I cried like a baby. Yeah, I think Tony Gonzalez. Yeah, maybe Tony. Yeah, probably Tony Gonzalez. See, I never saw Kellen Winslow, but I would have loved to watch that Chargers team back in the day with Dan Fouts and stuff. I was just a little too young. Antonio Gates is good. Dante Culper went to my high school. Oh, that's cool. I shed many tears with AJ Philly was dealt to the Dolphins. Really? I celebrated. I couldn't believe we got, a second-round pick? You think Gronk is the best? Oh. I'd have to pull up his numbers. I'd have to pull his numbers up. But, I mean, there's a lot of good players. I feel bad for some of the kids nowadays because I think back in the day, they never saw Randall, they never saw LT, they never saw Derek Thomas, they never saw Dan Marino, John. I mean, dude, football was to me, football, that was the golden age. Sharp was fantastic. Yeah, Sharp was fantastic too. Ray Caruth was. My favorite tight end was Dave Casper from the Raiders. I remember him. He was a hard-nosed football player, had great hands. Yep, I remember him. I have this friend who looks like you, Philly. Love you, Denzel. Yeah, does he look like Denzel too? Or is it Denzel? So happy Selleck got to win. Yeah, I'm happy Selleck did too. 500, do you think Gannon's last year he has more low? I think it is Gannon's last year because I think if Gannon is good, he's going to get a head coaching job. If he's bad, he's going to get fired. Yeah, I never watched Winslow, so it's hard for me to say. I hated Jeremy Shockey. I detest him. You say Tony was better? I have no problem with. I have no argument with that at all. Kellen Winslow. I mean that Charger team with foul. I mean they were amazing. Gonzalez. I mean, I would like to know how long did Kellen Winslow play? I don't know compared to Gonzalez. Gonzalez played a long time, didn't he? Shannon Sharp was one of the best tight ends. Oh, he was great. Yeah. Keith Jackson. I love Keith Jackson. I would like to get a Keith Jackson throwback too. I hate with a passion that the Eagles let him go. It just really pisses me off. He was such a great tight end, and as a rookie too. Keith was great until he left Philly. Took Reggie. I know. Hurts Pro Bowler. He's got a chance. Well, we got a chance. That's my 500 back in the day. We had better team. We would have won a Super Bowl if he wasn't for the. I think if the Fog Bowl doesn't happen or they stop it, I think the Eagles win that game. If Cunningham doesn't get hurt week 1 versus Green Bay, they win a Super Bowl that year. I really believe that. Yeah, Vic Fangio, that would be, and this is really early, but that would be my leading candidate, yeah. Bo Jackson was fantastic in a short stint. Jim Brown was a great running back. Imagine if he didn't retire, he might. This is a debate that I used to have with my dad. My dad will tell you Jim Brown's the greatest running back of all time. I never watched him. But me and my dad would argue, Barry or Jim Brown. Jim Brown was a monster. I mean, he was big, fast, and he was more dominant in his time. Keith Jackson was great. He had the ability to be better than he was. I don't think he was always motivated. You might be right. You know, I think a lot of things too with when he was with the Eagles, like the whole contract thing, right? Like I think it was him and Reggie sued the NFL, which is what started free agency. Favorite punter of all, Reggie Roby. The man was Reggie Roby from Miami, right? He played with Miami. Is that who? I think. I like the barefoot kickers. Remember, like, what was it? McFadden, right? Oh, I forget. Crumpler was nice, yeah. LaShawn said, just triple walk the check and make sure I was still subscribed because things don't start again. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, because things are getting crazy. Deshaun got his ring with the Rams. Jim Brown was the best as rookie. Crazy. He was awesome. But, I mean, he's before my time. Hey, 500, the one game you want to see this season. Cowboys Eagles Christmas Eve. Because to me, that's for all the marbles. That's going to make or break my holiday. Tony Franklin, that's right. Yeah, you guys know your history. That's pretty cool. Michael Haddix, slightly ahead of Michael Haddix was drafted in the year that Dan Marino came out, right? The Elway draft. So the Eagles could have drafted Dan Marino, and they took Michael Haddix, I believe. And they had Jaworski, but who? Come on, that was Dan Marino. It was painful watching barefoot kickers kick in the cold weather. I don't know how they do. I don't know either. Don't know either. I'm Ruiz says, my brother from another my 500. What's going on, big guy? Fly Eagles Fly. Fly Eagles Fly is right. The Rams released D-Jax, but because he was on that team and they wanted to win Super Bowl, they're giving him a ring. I don't know that they have to give him a ring. I think it's out of kindness. Davis will have the best-selling jersey. Yeah, it's because I'm going to buy a Mark Holmes one. I'm gonna buy Mark Holmes one. Wow, we've gone for 2 hours. So I'm gonna have to kind of end this now because it's almost 4:30. I got some stuff I still got to do. But I want to thank you guys for joining me. I will be streaming tomorrow again, so look for that. Thanks for all the super chat subscribers and just talking football. I really love talking like old school football. It's hard to do nowadays because a lot of people don't want to talk it, but I enjoy it. Just call me Flair. Member for 23 months, tinfoil dingbats. Thank you so much. I'll have a couple tinfoil stuff dropping next 2 days. Glad to have been here for a minute. Love you, Philly. Pause. Hey, I love you too, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. No, you're okay. I'll be streaming tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Eastern. Plus I'll have videos for post practice stuff and things like that. And I may do a video tonight too, so look for that. All right, Eagles has landed. Thank you so much. With that, I am going to let Mark Holmes take us out of here. Thank you guys. And I will see you tomorrow. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. Of course, don't be a dingbat. Mark, it is time.
Not time for one more play. We had one
Yo,
more.
you gotta be motherfucking
You
kidding
gotta
me.
be kidding me. We have no time for one more play.
Look at this motherfucker
What are you doing?
running from
What
a.
are you doing?
To get off the field on third down.
What was that bullshit?
That is not right.
Moore, he's got to be better, man. He wasn't.
Oh, that's some bullshit. What was that? We had enough time for one more
He
play.
had an opportunity to win that game at the end.
But the referee screwed us.
Away, but, this is just
The brother screwed us.
I'm upset, but
The brother screwed
it
us.
is, man.
At least they fought back and tried.
Only Cowboys games.
You
The brother
literally.
screwed us. The brother screwed